Okay, so here's the level. Paradise Lost for the snow part of the video. This is very high, 16 times anti-aliasing here. GTX 280 SLI, QX 9650, 3.51 GHz. Loading the level. This is coming out of the end of the core level inside the spaceship here. Very smooth. It is indoors at the moment. Okay, so we're looking out towards the outdoors here. Intense graphical cutscene coming up right now. So this is it. This is a Paradise Lost or Snow. This is very high shaders as well. The GTX 280s coping brilliantly with it. Very smooth frames here, definitely above 30, possibly 40 frames per second here. Very good frame rates here. This video is a bit longer than the last videos. I said I was going to make them shorter, but I wanted to show off the whole of this level, or nearly the whole of the level, just to make sure you get a good idea of how that entire level's worth of performance is like. So we're going to get some little alien troops here. Another good thing to benchmark performance on this level is the fact that the alien ice pellets that fired down from the bigger ones, the one that just flew across the sky there, used to create some quite bad graphical lag. On that, I definitely know the 8 series did for me as well. The 8 series. So I had two 8800 GTXs and SLI then. Okay, so let's get rid of him. We can attempt to move on. Okay, I just cut it something a bit more interesting and a nice graphical cutscene here. Right, we're further into the level. Cutscene's still very smooth. Keeping good frame rates still. This is good to watch if anybody had any doubts about the GTX 280. See that it's coping brilliantly with Crysis here. Very high settings, 16 times anti-aliasing here. The ice levels. I've got a pretty decent surprise coming up in the third part of the video. So we find some of these aliens here. If anyone wondering what the monitor is, some people have asked me a lot before, it's a Samsung SyncMaster 245B. It's the monitor. It's a 24-inch monitor. In part 3 of these videos, it will be the final level of Crysis on the carrier. Played at these same quality settings, 1680 by 1050, very high settings, 16 times anti-aliasing, and we'll have a real test of performance on these cards and see what they're like. Will they beat the last level of Crysis? Just have to wait and see. I'm going to show beginning cutscene of that level, and then I'll go on to show, I'll cut out the indoor parts because should be high frame rates during that. I'll skip straight to the final carrier battle with the last enemy, the one that rises out of the sea. Be defeating that and watching the final cutscene of the game. I've had quite a few questions about heat and noise from these cards as well. Heat, they idle around 34 to 32 degrees each. They vary about 2 degrees between them sometimes, between the first and second GPU. Noise, they are quite noisy, especially at 100% fan speed, so I'd watch out there, get some sound dampening or something, because they can get quite noisy because of the temperatures they get up to. Well, we're drawing up to the end of the level here. You can see that still smooth, still running perfectly, above 30 frames per second. There you go. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe.